All right, you guys. So today we're dividing with remainder. So on Monday we talked about dividing, and today we're going to continue to divide with remainders. All right. So um, also we're going to be interpreting remainders. So not only are we dividing remainders, but we're going to be interpreting a remainder. And interpreting remainder means understanding what are we going to do with that remainder after we divide. So that's what we're going to look at. But before we get into that, let's think about our parts of a division problem again, right? So what goes on the inside of the division problem? Do you remember the vocabulary word that goes on the inside of this division problem? Good. So this is called the dividend. This is the divisor. And what goes up here? This is the answer to your division problem. Excellent. That's your quotient. So what we're going to do is we are going to divide some simple problems using just drawings to divide today, all right? So we're going to do 26 divided by 5. So that's like saying 26 marbles and you're putting 5 in a group. So how many groups would that be? But the goal is to get to 26. So that means a group has 5 in them. Another group has 5 marbles. That's 10. Another group has 5 marbles. That's 15. Another group has 5 marbles. That's 20. Another group has 5 marbles. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 25. And can I put another 5? No, because that would be 30. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Then I put one little marble right here, right? Because this is 26. Now, we're trying to think of, 26 divided by 5. How many groups is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5 groups. What remainder, R is like a remainder. That means remainder. So what is left over? Good. 1 is left over. So my answer would be 5 remainder 1 because there's 1 marble left over in the last group. All right, let's do another one. Let's do, ooh, I like the number 26. Let's erase 26. Let's do 38 divided by 8. All right, so we're looking for that number 38, okay? So we're going to split up 38 amongst 8. So let's say we had 38 marbles or 38 chocolate bars. Let's do that. Let's do 38 chocolate bars. And we're going to give 8 to each of our friends. So how many friends is that, right? We're going to give 8 chocolate bars to all of my friends, but I only have 38 chocolate bars. All right, so let's see how many will each friend get. So I'm going to make sure there's 8 in the group because there's 8 chocolate bars per friend. So this is 8. This is 8. That's 16, right? So remember, you can use dots too. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. Also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So altogether, that's 24. What goal are we trying to reach? Good, 38. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 32 altogether. I'm trying to get to 38. Can I draw another 8? No, because that will be 40, right? So if this is 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So when we write this, this is 38 all together now. So when we write this problem and write the quotient, we're going to look here and see, okay, there are 4 full groups. And what's left over? Left over is the remainder. What's left over? With 6 chocolate bars left over. So 4 friends get 8 apiece, and there's 6 chocolate bars left over. Or their last friend's only going to get 6 and not 8, right? So my answer will be 4 remainder 6. All right, let's look at one from our question. This is on our practice quiz today. So find the number of groups and the number left over. So 18 divided by 4. Ooh, that looks simple, right? So we have 18. We're going to split them into 4. So we're going to draw 1, and we're going to have 4 in it. And we're trying to get to what? 18. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Remember, you can do dots. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ooh, can I do another one with 4? No, I can't. 16, 17, 18. So how many groups are there? There's only 4 full groups. When I say groups, not the whole thing, how many full groups are there? There are 4 full groups with how much left over? Good. 2 left over. So my answer would be C, 4 with 2 left over. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to be interpreting a remainder. So we're going to see, what do I have to do with the remainder when I divide? That's what we're going to be looking at, all right? So this first problem says, before I say that, so one way to interpret a remainder is to add 1 to the quotient. Quotient is my what again? Good, answer. So that means I'm adding 1 to my answer, all right? Just the number 1, adding 1. So this problem says a squirrel collected 45 acorns for winter and can hide 4 acorns in a single hole. How many holes will the squirrel need to dig to hide all of his acorns? So we have 45 acorns, and we know that we're putting them into holes. Holes are like groups, right? So I know if I'm thinking about groups, putting them into groups, I'm dividing. So I know I'm dividing this by 4. Now, how many holes will the squirrel need to dig to hide all the acorns? So there's 4 acorns in one hole, right? So we're going to draw a hole with 4 in them. And we're trying to get to 45. So we're going to keep on drawing our holes with 4 in each. See how I'm continuing to do this. But Miss Brown has to slow down and think, okay, let me make sure I'm not at 45 yet. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 times 6 is 24. So I'm at 24. Remember you can draw dots. That is fine as well. Ooh, I have a lot. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is 40. So I have 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Now this one I know that I can't draw 4 of them because that'll go over. So I know I'm just going to draw 1 dot to make 45. So how many holes will the squirrel need to dig to hide all of his acorns? So how many holes is it? So we know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we know this is 11 with 1 acorn left over, right? In this last hole. But when it says you want to hide all of something, or you want to have all of something, or everyone needs to go, or you need everything. If you need everything, that means you need to add another group. So instead of 11, I'm going to add another hole. That's why this squirrel has, instead of 11 holes, the squirrel has 12 holes, because the squirrel is adding another hole so that the squirrel can have all of his acorns. You don't want to throw something away if you want to have them all, right? So that means you have to add another group. So this is how you're adding another group to the quotient, or adding 1 to the quotient. So my answer would be 12 here, because I had 11, then I'm adding 1 more hole so that all my acorns can fit. So 12 would be my answer. All right, so this next one is the remainder is the answer. Ooh, so we're gonna look and see how is the remainder the answer. So Miss Jones baked 45 cupcakes. That sounds good right now. And will split them equally among her 4 classes. She wants to keep any leftovers for herself. Will she have any cupcakes left over, and how many will she get? So I know this is a division problem because I know there's 45 cupcakes and she's splitting. If she's splitting them up, grouping them, cutting them, sharing them, I know I'm dividing. So I'm going to divide this among 4 classes and see how much will be left over, right? Is that like the same? That is the same. 45 divided by 4, right? The same thing. So I know, instead of, we can draw it all out, but since I already know 45 divided by 4 is 11 with 1 left over. So I know that she will have, she wants to keep any leftover cupcakes. So what is leftover? Good. Only 1 is left over. So that means that 1 is my answer. 11 is not my answer. If they're asking me how many will she get left over, she's going to get 1 left over. Imagine these were cupcakes and these are classes. She'll get 1 left over. Okay? you wanted to draw this out, okay, I know that if I put 11 in another class, she only has 4 classes. 11 in another class, 11 in another class, that's 44. And then there's 1 left over. So this isn't a class, but she'll get that leftover one. All right, last one, ignore the remainder. Let's see how we're going to ignore the remainder. So Chris Davies is sharing his 45 marbles between himself and 3 friends. He wants every friend to have the same amount of marbles. How many marbles will each friend get? So I know that there's 45 and he wants every friend to have the same amount, right? Between himself and 3 friends. So how many people is that? Good, 4 people. So I know I'm doing 45 divided by 4. We already know this answer, right? And we know that every friend has the same amount of marbles, right? So there's 4 people, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know that we're trying to get to 45, right? This is another way you can divide. So you can already have your groups and figure out how many goes in each group, right? So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Eventually, all the way till you get to 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, right? Eventually, all of them will have 11 in them. When you count them up, there's 11 in each one, and then there's 1 left over, right? So he wants every friend to have the same amount of marbles. So how many marbles will each friend get, including himself? So each friend will get, we know the answer is 11 remainder 1, but we want to know the actual answer. So how many marbles will each friend get? Each friend will get 11 marbles. 11 will be my answer. 1's not my answer. 12's not my answer. 11 is my answer this time because we just want to know how many will each friend get. That 1 little marble, guess what? No one gets it. So the answer will be 11. All right, last question. This question is number 1 on your practice quiz. So Blake had 22 pictures to put into her photo album. Ooh, I know putting into something means I'm dividing. So 22 pictures put into a photo album. Each page of the album could hold 5 pictures. How many pages does Blake's album need to ensure every picture is on a page? Okay, so each page of the album could hold 5 pictures. So I know that 1 page holds 5. 1 page holds 5. I know I'm dividing here. 1 page holds 5. This is 5, 10, 15. What's our goal number? Good, 22. Another page holds 5. 5, 10, 15, 20. Another page holds, oh, am I too far? I am. So I'm at 20. Then I have 2 more left over, 21, 22. So how many pages does Blake's album need to ensure every picture is on a page? So I can't throw, I want to make sure everything's on a page. Remember, if you have all or if you have everybody's going or everything needs to be there, remember that I need to add 1 to the answer. So that is this, add 1 to the quotient. That's how you interpret that remainder. I'm adding 1. So I know it's 4, remainder 2, right? But my quotient is 4. So if I have like this, and it's 4 remainder 2, I know my quotient is 4. My remainder is 2. However, I know that I want to make sure every picture's on the page. So how many pages should there be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. So that means I'm adding 1. So instead of 4, there's 5. Now this is where you guys get mixed up. You don't add the remainder, you just add 1. So I'm adding 1 to my answer. So my answer will be 5. So for number 1, you should have 5. All right, so you guys worked really hard today on interpreting the remainder, all right? Make sure you finish your practice questions today on Canvas, all right? You guys have a great day.